So before creating our first Flutter project in Android Studio, let's set up a folder in our local disk. I've created this and I'm right here. So here I have created a Flutter folder. This is where all the Flutter stuff would go. Then I have this download listener.java. I've just downloaded this from the site, and minimal.js, the project, the foundation project that we want to need. Pack is a folder where we have some of the data files that we're going to need for building the app. Okay, so now let's go back to Android Studio and do a new Flutter project. And let's give it a name. We can change the organization name. You can pick whatever you want, and everything else stays default. Great. So now we have an empty shell of a Flutter project. And now we're going to start filling in the content. This is some default that gets generated. We can run it. To make sure that the environment has been set up correctly. Let's run it and see what happens. Wonderful. So now the demo project that was generated, it has run, which means our Flutter environment is set up correctly, and we can start building our app. Okay, before we do that, there's some files we should look at. The first one is a file here called pubspec.yaml. This file will contain the dependencies that we will require. And we have a ready reckoner of dependencies here in the documentation. And we can simply copy and paste it. Change it to 103. Okay. Then we have another section on dev dependencies. Okay, here again we just take this entire block and we copy it here. Okay, now once you added new dependencies, we have to do a pub get, which means it's going to download all these dependencies in your project. So let's just wait for this to get finished. Okay, now another file we need to look at is under build, and there is, now let's see where it is. Under Android app. Okay, there's a build.gradle file. We need to come here and we need to update some entries which are right here. Okay, there's another file which we need to look at, which is Android manifest, which is Android app src main Android manifest.xml. Okay, so there's some changes to be applied to this as well. First is the app permissions. And there's another setting here which says that we will be using HTTP traffic, which is we will allow it to use unencrypted HTTP traffic. Okay, so that's about it. Once you have copied these settings, you can, there's an automatic save anyway, you can do a save, and hopefully we are all set.